Everybody, this is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com, and as you can see, it's a sun-filled, awesome day today. I'm already back from, I'm on my way back from Starbucks. I got my chai tea, so life is good because I choose for it to be. I want to talk to you real briefly this morning about some advice that we've been given literally our entire life that I think is broken. A lot of us listen to this advice and kind of heed it as the gospel and don't really deviate from it. And that advice is to not act like a child. And you think, well, why, Jonathan? Why should I not act like a child? You know, I'm an adult. I got to grow up. True, there are responsibilities as an adult that you do have to take care of that, you know, you do not have as a child. But in general, children are happy all the time. I mean, unless you're just in a bad situation, children are happy. Granted, they don't have to worry about the pressures and struggles of a mortgage and bills and other finances and taking care of people. But the reality is, no matter what your child is doing, if you have children, you'll know this firsthand, they're happy. You could sit them down and, you know, in a sandbox and let them play and they're happy. You could sit them at home, give them something to do, and they're happy. They're just happy in general because they have not been conditioned by society to believe that they have to do certain things. They do not have the stress and pressures that we have been imposed upon by other members of society, our boss, you know, the bills, the mortgage, whatever it is, but children are just happy. And I would really challenge you to try to get to that point. It's a lot easier said than done, I understand. But really what it boils down to is just about choosing to be happy and having the correct and right attitude. And that's really all that it boils down to. If you can do that, then, you know, you will understand how you can accomplish, you know, the wonderful, awesome, happy lifestyle that children have. And I mean, I just watch my son. My son is 5, and I watch him as he goes about his day. And there's things he does that just, you know, that I just marvel that he can just become happy and joyous in any event, in any occasion. He doesn't have these constant, you know, fears and pitfalls of I've got to do this, I've got to live up to this expectation, I have to, you know, pay for this, I have to you make sure that this is done. And it's just crazy that we as a society have put this stress and pressure upon our own individual lives. And we don't have to be, because life is all about experiencing and having fun and enjoying it and living life, not just, you know, I always say all the time, you weren't put here to just survive, you were put here to thrive. And part of thriving is having the right attitude, the right mindset, being in the, you know, the moment and feeling alive. And so many of us are just existing. We're just existing in this life. And it is so sad. And I see it all the time as I drop my son off at daycare and I see all these people lined up to go to, you know, get in line to, with their cars as they turn to go one way to go to work. I go the other way to go home. And it just saddens me that so many people have just bought into this lifestyle that you have to do things this way and there's no other way. And, you know, I just wish that everybody could find something in their life that they truly love and they're passionate and they want to do. For me, I love to help other people. I love it with all of my heart. There's nothing more that can do anything for me, and it's not even a monetary thing. I just love helping others and watching them experience breakthroughs and success and getting things and changing their lives. For me, that is huge. There's nothing outside of that can sustain me, you know, the same way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So I just want you to really think about, if you have a child, just sit there today for about 5 or 10 minutes and just watch them. That's all I'm asking. Just watch your children. And just look at how they are. Just look at how they're carefree and how they're not worried about things. I mean, think back when you were a child. When you attempted something, you had no fear. You would stand at the top of the hill on your skateboard, your bike, or whatever, go down at 100 miles an hour. You had no concern about if you were going to wreck, crash, get hurt. You just didn't care. And as an adult, over time, we've been conditioned to think, oh, well, I could fall down. You start talking yourself out of things and start telling yourself you can't do something before you even do it. And it is so sad that we have done that because we're so afraid to fail. We're so afraid that we're not going to live up to these expectations. Or we're so afraid that something could happen. I'm telling you, this whole, what if I do this? What if I do that? This could happen. So what? So what? What if you do something and you fail? So what? Guess what? You've learned. And I'll tell you what, you won't do it that way again. But you know what? Just do it. That's the thing. So live your life as a child, my friends. Live your life with purpose. Be happy. Choose to do things the way you want. Live life. Don't be like everybody else, because you are special, you are unique, and you are awesome. And you have this incredible power to do multiple great things to improve the life, or not only for you, but those around you. So, a little bit of a random thought there. I kind of started one way, ended one way, but we were all wrapped it up. The reality is, live your life happy and do it in a way that matters and makes sense to you. And even if the rest of the world or society doesn't understand, that's okay, because it is your life and you can live it any way you want. And there is no one telling you that you have to do something a certain way. So remember, my friends, if you have a child, take some time out to study them and see how they live their life. If you don't have a child, watch TV or something, to find somebody as a child, or just imagine or think of things. So I hope you found some value from this, and this is a very solid piece of advice that I really hope you take heart and listen to. So my friends, this is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com. I'm hoping you have an awesome day, and I hope you choose to make it that way. And remember, always blog with passion.